Hello, croeso, and welcome to a wild and woolly North Wales. We're here in some proper mountain territory.
Yeah, it's definitely a wild and windy one here. I've been pushing the limits, turning that dial up another notch, pushing those e-bikes, seeing what they're capable of.
But let's get into the show. What have we got this week?
So news, Rockguardz have launched a new range of motor protection for your e-bike, basically a carbon protector that goes over that motor, protecting it from some big hits. There's a wide range out there for all the common motors, as well as custom options as well. If you can't see one, they're going to protect you easy.
I tell you what, you need it in a place like this.
100%.
But, talking about rocks,
yeah.
I tell you, it's a bit colder here than the Rock Desert Festival where we were last week.
Bit drier though?
Yeah, I tell you, loads of interesting new motors there last week. I saw you picked up on the Polini.
Polini looked amazing.
Lots of Italian and French little companies.
Really?
There was also an e-bike race.
I saw. The one you didn't enter.
The one I didn't enter. So I forgot to enter the e-bike race. There were 60 e-bike entries and there was about 250 non-e-bikers. So everyone was mixed together.
Yeah, big event.
But you know what? I did see a lot of people pushing some very expensive mountain bikes in the hills.
There's a lot of pushing. I've done the Rock du Jour 4 or 5 times now. Yeah. And yeah, there's a lot of people pushing those bikes, but I'd never done it on an e-bike. I'd love to go back there and smash it.
But the great thing was, on an e-bike, we could actually do the transition stages, which the rest of the entry, I'm afraid they were pushing their bikes. And it's a shame, really, because it was a really good race, super technical.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the tracks are amazing out there.
But, right, this is where I'm at this moment in time. I actually enjoyed doing that event. I enjoyed doing the stages. I enjoyed drawing the transfers. I enjoyed the banter.
The whole thing, yeah.
I'm not convinced about e-bike racing.
Yeah, you didn't enjoy that
totally
much?
Not. I will go and do e-bike racing.
Yeah, but you didn't enjoy it as much.
Well, no, I did enjoy it.
Yeah. I
did enjoy it. I don't think I will go and race. I'll go and ride, but I'm not sure I'll go and race.
That's what it's about, riding, not the racing sometimes.
Do you think?
Yeah, for me, like, I prefer, like, I'm a better rider, performing stuff for like media stuff rather than a racer. I feel that pressure. I don't like that side of it for me. That added pressure, I don't really, I can ride all day and enjoy it, but as soon as I get to a race, stomach goes to and I just don't enjoy it. Same thing as you, I suppose.
What else we got in the news? Wade Simmons, what's he been doing?
Wade Simmons, the GOAT, best of all time free rider. Just launched this new video from the power play, smashing it around the trail. Some good words from Wade as well. Yeah. Real truths. Best 5 minutes, he said, on a bike ever. That was just, his first impression of that bike.
Do you know what? Wade Simmons on the Rocky Mountain Power Play. Now, the last Italian Enduro Series was actually won by a guy on a Rocky Mountain Power Play. Those bikes are doing well.
They're good, yeah. Got their own motor and battery. Yeah, definitely one to look at and consider, I think. So recently we ran the Crank Brothers Drop a Highline Seat Post giveaway. You lucky guys, your names are on screen now if you won that competition. So good job, guys. We're going to be reaching out to you for your details soon. We've got loads of cool competitions coming up where we give away loads of kit on EMBN, so keep an eye out for those competitions. So it's time for feedback. These comments are in reference from Steve's race that he did out of the Rock du Jour recently. So Dr. Jarvis has come in. Steve, your concerns racing an e-bike are the exact same for normal bikes. When you're up against someone who's 40 kilos lighter on a 10-gram bike, trains 6 days a week and 10 years younger, how are you going to separate everyone who's not exactly the same as you, other than creating about 60 different categories? Well, I think the sport of e-bike racing is definitely really young. And at the moment, we've got a couple of different categories. I think 2 or 3 actually, where they go modified e-bike, standard e-bike, and then they sometimes do separate the age classes out as well. So you've got 30 plus and 30 and under as well. So there's a few different categories in the mix, but I'm sure as it becomes a lot bigger sport, we're going to see all those different categories coming in. So watch this space. So we've got Such Factor Hog here. Awesome job of the cameraman for always keeping the appropriate distance. Must be quite a challenge for our viewing pleasure. Much appreciated. It's true, this cameraman actually who's behind all the scenes on all these videos do an amazing job for us. They're the guys that don't get a lot of credit, but they're bringing actually the big part of the video to us. So good job for those guys. I know Josh, who's filming now, has been in some pretty sketchy situations with Steve and myself. Getting past at nearly 100 kilometers an hour, inches to spare. He's been out with Steve out in the middle of nowhere, getting rained on, getting lost, hungry. So big shout out to all those cameramen for sure. So you've got Martin Frith here. Rock du Jour looks ace. I think I might need to look at attending some of those races at some point. And I agree, Rock du Jour is ace. I've been there quite a few years myself. It's massive. It's literally the biggest bike show in Europe. And the courses are really, really, really good. And Unluckily for me, I haven't been there on an e-bike yet, but I cannot wait to get there on an e-bike. I've ridden it on a standard bike and it was pretty hard, but the Enduro E stuff looks amazing and I'm going to get out there for next year. So big news coming next Tuesday, we've got Ask EMBN. So as I mentioned before, just get those comments coming in underneath in the comment box, just hashtag Ask EMBN. Any questions you want to ask us, the team here at EMBN, any questions, we're going to get them answered for you. Coming next Tuesday, so watch out for that one. Don't forget to leave us some comments and some questions. Anything you want, we're going to answer it. So it's time for Tech of the Week. This one's been out for a little while, but I thought what a cool tool it is for us e-bikers. Basically, OneUp components of the system, which slides into your fork steerer, and the actual whole system is full of like Allen keys, torque wrenches, tyre levers, chain breaker, every little tool in there to get you out of a mechanical on the side of the track. I hate riding with a backpack, and this thing would just get me out, out of the sticky situations. I'm not saying it's a be all and end all, but definitely for those little power hour blips you have around the forest, something like your chain snaps, and you're wondering, you haven't got any tools with you. This is going to be ideal. Whip that out in every situation, you're going to be sorted. So it's time for Climb of the Week. We've had this one sent in from Andrew on his Specialized Levo, Mount Fife, Kokora, South Island, New Zealand. Said this is a climb of 1,602 metres and it's a steep climb of 7 kilometres straight up from the car park. Whoa, big climb. There's snow at the summit, which made for a bit of fun, and my battery ran flat just before the summit, so you had to free ride all the way back down to the car park. So epic views up there as well. Check out that backdrop, that does look amazing. 7k climb straight out of the car park. Wouldn't fancy that on a standard bike, but on the e-bike, straight up there. Wow, look at that. So it's electrics time. This week we've got Steve showing us how to conquer a style or a gate with ease. Check this out.
Ooh, barrier.
Oh.
Come on, let's get through. They're pretty sharpish.
Okay.
We're short on time. What on earth are you doing? What on earth are you doing? What on earth are you doing? Come on, let's go.
All right, let's go.
What the hell are you doing? Jessica,
What?
look, turn around. Look, it's easy. All you do is that, and it's through. That's that simple. Do you want me to show you how to do it?
You're stronger than I am.
Because I'm stronger than you are.
Yeah.
That's got absolutely nothing to do with it.
You got like 30 kilo
Right,
more.
come on, get your ass back through here.
Oh.
Okay, so you come up to the gate, Jess.
Yeah.
Your seat is down.
Yeah.
Right? Hands on the brakes.
Yeah.
Then you've got your right hand, or whichever pedal you are, up on the top. And literally, you leave go of the brakes, push the pedal, and through it goes.
Okay. So, hands on brakes.
Yeah, foot on the pedal.
Foot on the pedal.
That's it. Leave go of the brakes, push down on the pedal. Oh, getting you. You seem to be doing it right. So, like I said, you
Right.
pedal, so you push,
Yeah.
so you leave go of the brakes and push the pedal at the same time.
1, 2, 3.
Smoother. Do you know what? I think Jess's problem here is your seat is actually too high. So you're trying to balance the bike, but your seat is there, so you can't get enough movement under your legs.
My seat won't go down anymore.
Is that heavy? Is that heavy?
Yeah, can we put this down?
So I think when you're trying to do this technique, one of the first things you need to do is make sure that your seat post can go low enough so you can maneuver your bike between your legs.
So it's time for Where in the World. We got this one sent in from Kevin, and he is on his Lapierre Overvolt, and he's in the Pyrenees. So that is just between France and Spain up here. Lovely video here. It's out on a beautiful sunny day, taking my time getting shots with my tripod and having fun on the bike. 39 years old, so considered an early adopter. Discovered mountain biking through an e-bike in early 2015 while GMBN was created. Small jumps he sees in the videos, his first time jumping them, and he's constantly slowly pushing his limits, so good on you. Did my first 10 meters jump last week, so 39 years old and jumping 10 meters on his e-bike, that's pretty cool. So thank you so much for what you and the channel are doing, so thanks a lot for that, Kevin, that's real cool. Ripping it on that Lapierre, doing some big jumps, 39 years old, getting those miles in, showing us what it's all about. So I expect it's getting chilly where you are like it is here in the UK. We've always got the beanies in stock on the shop, but what I want to introduce you to is the new EMBN jacket, available to pre-order. Keeps you nice and toasty in the car park where you're messing around with your mates, or down the pub looking prime. Keeps you nice and toasty, really warm. Can't wait to get mine. So it's time for Insta Bangers. This week I'm going to go with Chris Donny. Chris is amazing on a trials push bike, trials motorbike, and he also rides a normal enduro bike, well, pedal enduro bike too. Smashes it on that. But he's just been hooked up by Fantic as well. So he's got that new e-bike by the guys at Windwave. So keep an eye out for him. Going to see some exciting stuff come in. So it's time for my favourite part of the show. It's the e-bike vault. Let's get into it. So what we've got first, we've got Stephen has sent in these new Cube Stereo SL160s out in Cannock Chase, Staffordshire. Steve and Matt on our new bikes, absolutely loving them. I'm loving them too, looking good, all covered in dirt, nice backdrop. Bikes both sides, got a non-drive and a drive side. Over the Rainbow Trail. Give that one a super nice. Kicking off what we got next. We've got Alex sent in his Vitus E-Summit VR. Surrey Hills, Noah Wood. He's customised it as two 180mm red lyrics, 160mm cranks, nuke-proof Horizon stem, Rental fat bars, E7000 controller. Loads of cool bits. The bike's looking sweet as well. Bike looks nice. The trail behind's a little bit uninspiring, but I do like the bike. Bike looks good, so I'm just going to go over nice on that one. What next? We've got Grista here was High-Bike Enduro X-Duro 7.0. in Velika Planina, Slovenia and Europe. Just exploring beautiful places. And that is a beautiful place. Look at that. Check that one out. Liking the bike. Liking the backdrop. It's just those wheels aren't quite in shot for that one. So I'm going to give that one a nice as well. Bottom of the wheels cut out. We've got Nick here with Scott E Genius 700. Caesar's Camp up in Hampshire. A solo first ride on my new Dream Machine. And that is a Dream Machine for sure. Scott bikes, they do look really good, really hiding that Shimano motor as well. It's a nice picture. Slightly, composition slightly out, so I'm going to be harsh again to give that one a nice. It's got Fantic here from Mr. Fantic Integra 160. He's in Sweden. Magical trip up and down Anglesund today on my Fantic Integra. Wow, the colours, autumn is here, and it is here in the UK as well. All those trees dropping leaves. That is really nice. Loving that. Don't get to see too many Fantics here on the show as well. I'm going to give that one a super nice. Loving that. Nice one. So moving on, we are with Tommy here. 2017 Cube Reaction Hybrid. He's in Minaret Burn Track, Wanaka, New Zealand. Labour weekend. So he's escaped out on his Cube. Escaped it on the Labour weekend. Look at that backdrop. Nice focus. Nice bike. Loving that. Super nice. Next up, we've got Dusko here of Kenevo Comp out in Serbia. That's out in Serbia. I just put a throwback out in 2006. Nice place. A 78-kilometre ride, 2,100 metres elevation on one battery as well. So maxing those out on the Kenevos. It's Kenevo and a Levo. There's some of the Levos there. Nice. Looking good. The backdrop isn't that clear. I've got 3 bikes as well, so you don't really like 3 bikes. So I'm going to give that one a nice as well. Moving on, we've got JJ's Merida E160 900. East coast of Sweden, early Sunday morning ride, 2 degrees Celsius, and the sun was pushing the morning away. I had to do his bike vault pick, and I agree with you. Bike's looking good. That backdrop's really nice. Nice flare on the photo as well. That's got to be a super nice for sure. We've got Mick here sent in his Specialized Kenevo, Windlatter Forest out in Cumbria. Lovely setting of my Kenevo, surrounded by beautiful autumn colours. That does look good. Nice bike that as well. Yeah, it's looking good. Autumn's definitely there. I'm going to give that one super nice colours. Loving that. Nice one, Mick. Next up, Yanni of Specialized Turbo Levo Comp out in West Bragg, Alberta, Canada. First ride on the trails on his new Levo. It's got loads of new bikes coming in. Really good, all these guys getting out there. Snowy trails, bit of snow, nice flare on the top tube, nice backdrop, bit of snow. All conditions. I'm going to end that one on super nice as well. Cool, so keep sending those bikes in. We're on a big backlog at the moment. We're trying to feature every bike we get sent in. We love seeing your bikes here on EMBN as much as the viewers do as well. So So keep sending those in, we will get them featured. So we've got loads of cool content coming up for you on the channel next few days. On Friday, we've got trial skills, bringing those trial skills to the trails, improving your riding. Really good one with that. We've got Rediscover an Adventure with Steve, how eMTBs are changing our riding. That's coming out on Sunday. That's going to be an epic video. And then we've got 10 incredibly cheap eMTB upgrades. That's coming out on Monday, so lots of content for you. And on Tuesday, obviously, we've got that new show, Ask EMBN. So as I mentioned, send those questions into us in the comments box below. Hashtag Ask EMBN. We're going to get back to you. Lots of content coming up next few days. So that's the end of today's show. Really hope you've enjoyed watching. Don't forget to subscribe to EMBN. We've got loads of cool content on here, such as EMBN goes e-bike racing with Steve up here. Check that one out. We've got an Into the Wild epic adventure video as well. Don't forget, give us a thumbs up if you like the video. Drop us some comments in the box below. Don't forget to add Ask EMBN, hashtag Ask EMBN. Any questions that you got for us, guys, drop them in the comments below. We're going to get back to you with an all-new show coming next week. See you next one.